Hello everybody, welcome to Bales Hay Farm and Ranch. I am Trevor Bales. This is the Bales Hay YouTube channel. Before we get into it, you know how the drill. Hit the thumbs up and share this. And I want to thank my sponsors, Forney and Fluidall. Two great products, two great companies that have great products that belong on your farm. We're making hay. These rains can be deceiving. Ooh, I always worry about crossing these little wooden bridges. These rains can be deceiving. Earlier, I was thinking, now we're not going to be out here doing work, field work. If you know, you know. If you don't, these discs, if you come out here when it's too wet, they'll pack full of mud, and then you got to come out with a chisel and a hammer and knock all the mud out between the discs. These things are supposed to keep that from happening, but it doesn't always happen. But man, look, earlier I was thinking it's too wet. It's not too wet. I think he should keep going. This is nothing compared to, especially what the Midwesterners go through. Holy smokes. We were going to switch, well, my plan was to switch tractors around, but not anymore. Not anymore. The land plane, he can keep going. I'd rather just get these fields finished, because he's got one field left to laser, and then he jumps over here. I think we're just going to keep going here. It's not that bad. If it was really muddy, even if it sticks a little bit, these will do the job. If it was really muddy, those don't always work very well, but here he comes right now. I think we're just going to keep going. And just across this dirt road, we're running the land plane, which, if you're wondering why, it gets rid of the ripper marks, smooths it out, helps it. Well, not the ripper marks, gets rid of the laser marks. Oh no, he hasn't lasered here yet. We're still getting rid of the ripper marks here, because he'll do this again after the laser. Everywhere that laser turns, it leaves what I call slobber, a little bit of dirt. He'll knock that down. I wonder, he thinks he might still be switching, but I'm thinking keep going. Well, that's good news. We're gonna have two tractors running right here. I'm gonna bust out the drone. I was a little worried we wouldn't get any drone footage, but we will. So this stuff's already been disked with the big case. But because it's so cloddy, this soil clods up real bad. We run this little sunflower. It's a lighter disc, burns less fuel, and it has more disc blades. So we run this afterwards after the ripper, actually, to bust up the clods. Well, Remember how I said, oh, it's ready to disc. The blades won't pack up. I was wrong. It's funny, just a little bit of moisture, what it'll do. I mean, you see this, look. One, two, not really. 3. No. Back ones are all good, so it's just these front ones that get the moisture. So 3 already plugged up, and he's only done. He went down and came back. I guess I'll show you up close. The moisture just sticks to these blades. And it just builds up. 1, it gets heavy. 2, it drags. 3, it's not really doing its job. So we're gonna come back in 2 hours. Try again. But, I mean, I droned a little bit. I got the land plane, but it's probably gonna be too hot to do more drone work, whatever. We'll see how it goes. I'll be checking hay while these guys are doing this. Okay, well, on to other things. Got Manuel with me. We're checking hay now. This is the stuff. Oh, what was that? A little bit ago. Ooh, walking on that, it did not crunch one bit. But this stuff is real thin right here. So this real thin stuff is going to dry out the quickest. Oh. Nope. It's too humid. It's only 97 right now. We haven't even broke 100 yet, but alrighty, well, we'll check again. This thicker stuff's just gonna be the same, but might as well while we're here. It's got a lot of grass in it. The grass always takes longer to dry down. Ooh, it's wet. There's still water on it. It rained hard here. The guy over there sent me a video while it was raining last night, so. Woo! I don't think today. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Time for one siesta? A cerveza or margaritas? Okay, back in the rain on alfalfa. Oh. Little crunchier. This upper, so that lower field where it's real thick, we're not even gonna try to rake it today. But this upper field, it's super, super thin. We cut it a little bit early because we wanted to get a good September cutting out of it. So it's real thin and spindly. So what I'm gonna do, I might rake it right now. We'll see how this goes, because in the morning, when the hay is real thick and there's a lot of hay, a little bit of moisture is fine. When the hay is real thin, a little bit of moisture is too much. So the concern is if I wait and we rake it in the morning and try to bale in the morning, that too much moisture will, that little bit of moisture will be bad. Yeah, if we could rake this right now. Might just rake it. The top is dried out. I'm really not, because sometimes the problem is there's moisture underneath these windrows. And so then if you flip it tomorrow morning, that'll be, or if we rakes it tonight, then the moisture that's underneath the alfalfa will then come up and get on the hay. So if I rake it right now, it'll also dry out underneath there. And in the morning, there won't be too much moisture. And this ground is, I mean, there's not really a whole lot of moisture left in this soil. Like, it rained good, but man, it's already 105. So it's drying out quickly. And I'm gonna see by the time the rakes get here too. little green under there. Look at that. So if he raked it right now, this would be good for tomorrow. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and rake it. That green stem does cause a little concern, but not too much. As we flip it over right now, because that's down underneath it, so flip it over. That greenness goes away. Can you guys see that dust storm? Look at, you can see it. It's all blue. It's windy today. Like a vampire without sunglasses on, I start to die. Crap, I left my phone in my pickup. It's either going to be hot and dead or several phone calls. Oh. Got that Challenger pulling a land plane. The Deere 9430 pulling this sunflower disc. I've got that Fent pulling that laser bucket. One squeeze running, 2 rakes. How many gallons of diesel are we burning right now? Ugh. But still, nothing compared to like one of those big freight tankers that carry stuff across the ocean. Oh my gosh. Why don't, okay, someone that's smarter than me, if we can have nuclear powered submarines, why can't we have nuclear powered freighters? Right? Is it because they're dangerous? I don't know. But to me, that would make sense. That's me, though. That tractor doesn't have GPS. I really, really wanted to put it in there. It was kind of expensive. My dad didn't want to. But it's like, it's brand new. Now is the time to do it. That's how you pay for it itself. Like, you got to do it when it's new. But he didn't want to. But man, no overlapping, or very, very little overlapping. Driver's not as fatigued. More life out of your tires. More life out of your tractor. More life out of your implement. It's not doing more work than it needs to do. Diesel's going further. To me, this makes sense, but whatever. I'm not the boss. I don't sign the check. Well, I do sign the checks. I don't make those. Okay. I just have to ask him about everything. So, and he said no, so we didn't do it. We almost traded it in for that Fent, but they only offered us like 60 grand. I was like, that's a pickup. That's all that buys you. And I would rather have a backup tractor, which, like today, how cool is that? We're lasering, we're disking, we're land planing, we're two tractors are raking. One tractor's cleaning up after the dump rake from yesterday. That's why I don't run equipment. Like, look at everything that's going on right now. In one day, if it wasn't for the rain, we would have baled hay, would be hauling hay, would still be doing all this other stuff. So that's why it takes so many people to keep this operation going, and why there's people like myself that don't run much equipment we manage. But everything you see now, everything that we're doing is everything I've done it in the past. That just as I've got older, we've grown, we've changed. But that's what's helpful, because I've done it all. I can help all these guys with it to an extent. Like we were just talking about with Manuel, I've never even driven that tractor. That's a new system. I would be like learning how to do it all over again. So actually, really zero help. Excuse me when it comes to that. Oh well. Fake it till you make it, right? Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget, thumbs up and share. Every little bit helps. See you later.